But what we've noticed this year is we're getting a lot of direct bookings from Denmark,
Okay.
which is lovely. And so
Mhm.
that's the foreigners. We've got direct bookings from America. So we're seeing that coming through the web page now as well.
So your website's getting a really good reach then if you're getting those sort of direct.
Huge
Mhm.
reach, which is great. Yeah.
And it's probably worth mentioning as well that you do need to put some work in as an owner yourself to do that. So on the website side of things, that yeah, we work with you to put all of the search engine optimization SEO stuff in and
Yeah.
to make sure. So on our part, we do our best to really help tell your story and make sure it's got all the right
Yeah.
wording in it to appeal to the right people. But then you as an owner, you need to do some of your own marketing as well, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, we
So
absolutely. You've got to be on top of it all the time. Yeah. But you've got to make it fun. I make
yeah,
it fun. I enjoy doing it. I mean, sometimes it's when it's a bit slower, you've got a rainy day, you're like, oh, what am I going to put out there? But you just find something, you put it out. So my thing at the minute is I use the husband, which is the big Kiwi, and that works really well. So people actually come now and they say, where's the big Kiwi?
yeah, it's fantastic.
It's fun.
And you keep everyone up to it because again what I haven't mentioned is the big Kiwi makes all of the cabins by hand. They're all
Yeah,
totally
it
bespoke.
does.
So I'm actually the picture behind me on my
Yeah.
screen right now is one of Lizzie's it's the wee, which one is it
Beehive,
beehive?
the
Yeah,
wee
of course it
beehive.
is, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So they're all really unique and quirky and have their own sort of story to tell, which is all great, all
Yeah.
handmade. And what Lizzie does brilliantly on social media is record. So since the website was launched with two cabins and one cottage, you've now added another two cabins,
Yeah.
and so people that follow them on social media can really watch that journey and see it, and it's
Yeah.
really good, and it personalizes it and it shows the people behind you. It tells
Yeah.
your story as well, which is always really good. Anybody, I'll put the link up for Lizzie's Instagram page and Facebook actually with this video because it really is a fantastic example. How many followers have you got on Instagram? It's really high, isn't it?
I think we've got over 8,000. I think we've got 9,000 on Facebook. Yeah. Yeah.
Really good. But you've also got some experience with influencers, haven't you?
Yeah. The influencing is a big thing. You need to, but you really have to pick the right one. We were quite lucky because our Facebook and Instagram, I was posting up funny little things. And then one of the big influencers contacted us, and I didn't know who she was. And she kept asking, have you got availability? Have you got availability? And I just went, who is this girl? And I went in and looked, I went, oh, wow. So I went back and I went, I'll make availability for you. And she actually paid. She
Okay.
paid and she came and she works with, it's the iLife. She works with Visit Scotland and Visit Aberdeenshire. She, a huge following. That was a game changer for us. And then once she done it, we got a lot more influencers getting in contact. But you really have to be picky and choosy, and you really have to play hardball with them and say, well, this is what I'll give you. If what are you giving me?
Yeah. And
So
look at how many
and
followers they've
doing that.
got. And yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. But it does work. It
Yeah.
definitely does work. Aberdeenshire Walks contacted us, and I thought, yeah, they would be a perfect fit for us. And lovely couple, they came, visited. Again, they paid. We gave them a discount, and the amount of followers and bookings I got from that was phenomenal. They were
Oh,
really good.
fantastic.
So it's, and then we've had some they're huge influencers, and we've not had anything back. So it's really
Mhm.
picking.
So you really
What
choose them well.
yeah, you need to pick if it's a family influencer. We don't do kids, so that's
Mhm.
not any good for us. So
Yeah.
you really have to look to see and look out there and look to see what they've put up and ask other people as well that they've promoted. What did you get out of this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And the other thing
Mhm.
again that you do just finally on social media is you really network well and you've got
Yeah.
a really good community of other local businesses and what have you that you
Yeah.
all sort of work well together and you share each
Yeah.
other's posts and you comment and you promote each other's
Yeah.
services and goods and everything, and that's worked really well. I'm not saying that you've done it just for publicity because there's that support level as well, but it
Yeah.
works really well for you, doesn't it, to have that?
Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, Kildrummy Inn's 15 minutes away. They're a Michelin-starred restaurant. They're only open. They're not open in February. They work with us fantastically. They send people to us. We send people to them. We've got a really good working relationship with them. We've got a shepherd's hut the farmer just up the road's got. We promote they guys. We've got a friend down the road who's got a pod in the Isle of Lewis. We'll promote them, and vice versa. So it works well. If I'm fully booked, I'll send people to these places that are close by as well, and they'll do the same.
But
Yeah.
it's also it's again, it just makes sense, and it's nice to sort of support that community and support other like, small businesses. But aside from that, it sort of adds to the guest experience as well, that you're helping them.
Yeah.
You're saying, this pub does this fantastic food. This is where I would
Yeah.
go for a really good walk, and just adding that side of things into, it's almost like you're doing a bit of the work for the guests for you, because as a guest,
Yeah.
when we go somewhere new, we don't know unless we've got
No.
somebody. So it works
Yeah.
all around, really.